Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. This is a Halloween edition. Today we are going to pour a ghost. This is from Resin. It's a really nice mould. It's on the paper towel because it's one of those sticky moulds. And frankly, I like my silicone mat the way it is. So it's on there for now. And the colours that I'm going to do it are, I don't know whether you can see them, to be fair. These are, and I've got to get the name right, non-sink Aurora powders. And they're also from Resin. And we're going to go with purple and blue. And it might not work, but I'm going to mix half and half, and then we're going to mix them in together. They might all combine in the mould, but it's worth a try. So the first one we're going to go with is the purple. I don't know how much of this stuff to use, so I am winging it, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go in very carefully to start with, because the fact that they come in such small amounts tells me that it probably goes a long way. So let's see. Oh, that's lush. Now you probably can't see from up there, but it's like just suspended in the resin. It's gorgeous. I think it's going to be hard for you guys to see until it's actually in the mould and demoulded. So apologies for that, but I am going to put a little bit more in. Now I bought the whole set of these, and the other colours are gold, pink and green, and I thought there was a silver one there somewhere. Yeah, I think there's a silver one there somewhere. I might have got it out, but they're really lovely. Wow. Right, because it's a ghost, I'm not going to go any more than that. So let's leave that one there for a minute and do the blue. And then I'm actually going to put these in the debubbling machine. So here's the blue. Takes a little while for it to incorporate, but once it does, it's really gorgeous. Oh, that's like a galaxy. Let's put a little bit more in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop these in the debubbling machine. It'll only take 5 minutes, and then we're going to pop them in the mould. I've already managed to get some on the mould. How I've managed to get it on the mould when it was all the way over there, I don't know. Maybe the mould's staticky. Okay, so I'm going to pop those in the debubbling machine, and I will be back with you in a minute. So I'm back, and this has been through the debubbling machine. And it's getting warm, so I need to get it in there, but all I'm going to do is literally a double pour like this. I want to give it a little tap for bubbles. And a little spray because there's some bubbles coming up to the top there. And then we're going to carry on. I'm going to get my lighter on it carefully because I can see a couple of bubbles starting to pop up, and I will babysit it. I don't want to spray anything on that because it's pretty close to the top, so I don't want to break the surface tension, but so far it looks good. Hopefully you can see those powders now, the Aurora powder sort of shimmering on the top. I'm just filling a couple of skulls up because I've got a little tiny bit left. Hardly anything, to be fair. But we don't waste resin. Move those over there. I wonder if I'll get a second one out of what's in here. It might be a bit tight actually, but we'll see. We'll try it. Don't think there's quite enough in this one. If I can't fill this one up, I might actually put a little bit of black on that because I reckon the Aurora powders would really show up with black. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there and let that cure. Okay, so this is going to probably, I don't know, it's quite deep, so it might not take too long, but I will see you back for the demold. So I just thought I'd bring you down and show you those Aurora powders. Look at them. Looks like a galaxy. It's really cool. And I thought that the blue and the purple might actually mix together, but they haven't. I can clearly see blue and clearly see purple, so that's cool. That should make for a nice effect. It's the next day and this is ready to go, and I figured out a cool way of stopping these kinds of moulds from ruining my mats, and that was a little bit of leftover resin that I poured into a coaster mould. Wasn't even enough to cover the bottom look, but if I put that on the bottom, it stops the silicone from sitting on the silicone, so I might have to make a few more of those. Anyway, let's get back to the job in hand. And there we go. That is so cool. Now, I didn't say at the beginning of the video about the fact that he had his middle fingers up because I wasn't sure about monetization, but it's really cool. So I think the last thing I'm going to do is colour his eyes in. Just got to find my pens. I should have got a black one out. There we are. just going to find the right end. He's really cool. And I'm just going to colour in his eyes. They're quite recessed, so it's not difficult, she says. It's just awkward because of his middle fingers in the way. So I'm just going to colour these in, and then once the acrylic paint has dried, I will pop a little bit of UV resin over them just to seal it in. I'm not going to bore you with that though, but that's what you'll see on the end slide. I might actually give the eyes two coats as well. He's proper cute, and I'll bring him up in a minute just to show you the colours of those Aurora powders. This is really fiddly. Right, I'll come back to that, but I'm just going to bring him up. But if you look in his head, I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can clearly see the difference between the blue and the purple. I thought it might mix, but it hasn't, which I'm really pleased at, because as I move it around, you can see the blue flecks, and you can see, is that a bubble? I think I've got one little bubble right underneath there, but you can't see it. But it is a superb mould. It does need a little bit of a trim. It's a little bit sharp, which is why I've demoulded it with gloves on, because they usually are, but that is really cool. Oh, so there we go. And Naughty Ghost. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks, it's free, and it really helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I've used in this project will be down in the description, along with links to my Amazon wishlist and to buy me a coffee. Down below there'll also be buttons to join the channel as a member, and the super thanks button, and also everything that comes in from those goes straight back into the channel. A big thank you to all of my members and subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And all that's left to say is thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye.